Howdy, folks, and welcome back to the Lost Begotten's Living Room Television, where we are using a still frame from AFP to discuss a meeting between the French and German foreign ministers regarding the Minsk peace accords. And the French foreign minister has said that the Minsk peace accords are the only possible way to solve the conflict in Ukraine, sacre bleu. And, well, I mean, he probably didn't say it like that. But, anyway, so here's the deal, folks. This annoys the shit out of Ukrainians, okay? Dr. Kasparov, my Ukrainian, I don't know, wisdom source, guy that runs YouTube, I think it is. He really doesn't like this Minsk process. And I gotta admit, I understand, and part of me definitely agrees with him about how it's just a way to bullshit out of overtly arming Ukraine. Now, I'm not going to say what evidence that I observed at the time when it happened, but I'm fairly confident that at this point it doesn't make a difference for me to at least say, without giving that evidence, that we covertly armed Ukraine. Okay? Planes, trains, and automobiles. Like, well, namely just planes. But we gave them a lot of stuff that we didn't say we were giving them. Mostly planes. Anyways. But this Minsk Accord is seen as sort of just a way for the West to stall and kick the ball down the road and just not do anything and just basically let it happen. But what I think is that it's really out of necessity. Okay? Basically, and here's a case in point. Okay? Obviously, we understand the relationship between Donald Trump and Russia and how he could, I think I've conveyed pretty clearly how his election could lead to World War fucking 3. Well, here we have this meeting happening right after the right primaries. Okay, the right part, I don't know what the names of the far right parties are, but I'm imagining, or assuming, hoping not to make an ass of myself, but I'm assuming that their far right parties also support overtly arming Ukraine. Okay. So they're coming out having this meeting going basically for the establishment, saying that Minsk are the only possible way to solve the conflict in Ukraine. Ha ha ha. But what I've been trying to beg my Ukrainian friends to understand is that while this Minsk process is just the most tedious, annoying line of bullshit anyone has ever had to endure, it is the only way to sort of avoid World War III. That's it. That's basically this bullshit process is the only thing that is keeping Russia and NATO from just going at each other. I mean, if we arm Ukraine, they're going to take Latvia and Lithuania. Okay? It's just that simple. They've basically said as much for years now. But we'll see how this election goes in France. Because we're not the only ones that can arm Ukraine and piss off Russia and cause them to go to war with NATO. Okay? But Germany doesn't want to do it unilaterally. Okay? But Germany, Merkel's facing a challenge. Their establishment's facing a challenge. If it all goes far right in Europe, we're going to have this war. We're not going to all suddenly get along with Russia. These are people that want to arm Ukraine. So, my Russian troll friends, how many people have to die before you listen to me? What do I want? I'm not a fucking operative of anybody. I'm just smarter than most people. And by most people, I pretty much mean all of them. In my field. Okay? I'm not claiming to be better than anybody in their own field. This is my field. This is what I've been keeping track of. This is what I've been studying. Okay, so take any super genius IQ. How good are they in their field? In their field. I'm not an English professor, obviously. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to tell you, okay? You need to listen. You need to let reasonable, cool-headed voices prevail. And not jump to drain the swamp mentality as the executive. Because what it's going to wind up doing is ignoring the whole effect that I've described, that Obama tried to describe recently, of when you wind up taking the Oval Office, you get told what's really going on in the world. Well, Trump doesn't even want to fucking hear it, man. There's reasons why we're going through this bullshit process. And seriously, it is the only thing preventing World War III from spiraling out of control right now. But I guarantee you also, Donald Trump is designed to end that. And so are their challengers. That's what's been going on here. The Russian fake news media propaganda channels that have been pumping into Europe for the past 100 years have come to America via the internet, mostly. And, well, there's only one way to avoid repeating this cycle. There's only one way to avoid millions dying. That's for people to have the balls to stand up for the truth. Plain and simple. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.